Yasu Malaka. Welcome to the Malaka podcast. Computer Love, Part 34.
So I think the first reason is that online dating sucks is because the first thing you look at is physical appearance. Now, don't get me wrong, they do have to be semi-attractive, but a lot of relationships don't start like that. Well, some do. Anyway, some of them don't start like that. You get to know the person, you become friends with them, and then you start developing feelings, and that's how I start my relationships. And dating apps such as Tinder don't allow you to do that because all you're doing is swiping on physical appearance, and maybe, yes, you read their one or two sentence description, and if it makes you laugh, you message them, or you wait till they message you and then you answer back, or you just kind of ignore them. And what sucks about that is that there are people that you didn't even talk to because you don't find them quote unquote attractive. Because the Tinder pool is pretty big. You got like.
Do you think if we looked like fucking models, we'd be on fucking line? This woman here on YouTube, it's called Why Online Dating Sucks. And clearly after 34 episodes, it really does. And her channel's called Me So Frugal, which clearly, if I was a betting man, is after the movie Full Metal Jacket. The part where, the Vietnamese hooker, me so horny. And then the 4-Year-Old Virgin part, Steve Carell, me so horny, we know you long time. And remember in Baby Got Back, they actually used the sample from Full Metal Jacket. Oh, me so horny. So, yeah, how's it spelled? MESOOOFRUGAL. So what Lucy Liu is trying to say here is that, yeah, looks do matter. Okay, that is a big thing. That's something I really never talked about because I've never had them. But clearly she's attractive. So we both are tweeze our eyebrows. But the point is, ladies and gentlemen, you have to have somewhat of a presentable look when you do the whole online dating thing. You can't just give it all away at once. I mean, a lot of ladies have. I'm not saying this to brag or nothing, but yeah, the funny thing is, I've never asked for a nude picture ever, and I've had lots of women send me nude pictures. I think I mentioned this one point where I talked to a woman online. She clearly was just nuts. I don't know. She just kept rambling, and then she just lost it. And then at one point, she told me to fuck off. And after she told me to fuck off, she sent me a bunch of nude pictures. This is what you're missing out on. And we're talking a good 5-10 pictures, whatever, right? I mean, did I miss out on some crazy pussy? Maybe, but were these pictures taken today, or were they taken, 3 years ago by your, former inmate X? I don't know. I have no idea. But the point is, you have to have somewhat of a look. Also, if you could stop posing with fucking fish on your boat, or on your friend's boat, or whatever boat you rented, on a lonely Sunday morning, just please, I don't know what it is. I don't know if it's meant to be funny. I don't know if you're actually being serious, hey, I caught a fish, or if it's a metaphor for you're trying to catch something you can control. Maybe I'm going way deeper into this than I have to. The point is, just take a decent picture. That's all I need. That's all we all need. That's it. Something very simple. Do people like fish? Of course they do. Some people don't, though. Some people don't. Some people are assholes. But the point is, just take a very simple picture of yourself, presentable, with the lights on, not wearing shades, not wearing a weird hat. But my friend got it for my birthday 2 years ago, and she says it looks really, really good in it. And it's pink, my favorite color. Shut the fuck up. Take off the hat, comb your hair. Be happy you have hair. Believe me, I know. And just take a simple picture. That's it. That's all we need. Okay. All right, good. That ate up about 5 minutes. The point is, ladies and gentlemen, just take a simple picture, and that's it. All right, let's move on. So, there's one girl I talked to online, okay? She seemed, all right, pretty normal. But again, right off the bat here, sending me nude pics. Am I complaining? Absolutely not. But the point is, there's some father out there saying, fuck, man, I failed. I fucking failed. I completely failed. Okay? My girl has to travel over 2 hours just to see this bald prick. She's presenting her kids' toys for some reason with pictures, and it's just weird, man. It's all weird, okay? But I know she liked me because I made a reference to something, and she wore a t-shirt that made the reference to something. I'm not going to say what it is, I'm just saying. This is when you know when a girl likes you, okay? That and she kisses you right away. So that's pretty awesome. The point is, went out for dinner for a little bit, and afterwards, we found a quiet place, in a, decent little neighborhood, parked, made out for a long time. There might have been some titty sucking there, so much that the next day she had to put a Band-Aid over it. Yes, I know what you're thinking. She sent me the picture. It was one of those weird Band-Aids I think that people wear for marathons. I mean, I wouldn't know. I can't run 2 feet. But, yeah, and then, she wanted to come over, finish, let's call it the job. And then last minute, literally like a few hours before, she's like, I'm not going to come there. Oh, I think you're just expecting sex. I think you're just da-da-da-da. So, again, stop teasing us. Please stop it. Stop it. If you don't want to come, fine, okay? COME, okay? That's, never mind. Now, just, don't tease us, okay? And keep in mind, we had this conversation, everything was arranged, whatever, But, again, last minute jitters, okay? She said she made me, some leftovers, even took a picture of that, I didn't even get the main course, no desserts, nothing. I mean, this sucks, man. So again, ladies and gentlemen, okay, more to the ladies on this one. If you're gonna, have fun with a guy, make sure everything is cut clear and, right out in the open in the beginning. Don't change your mind last minute, please. It is not. We at one point, the head between our shoulders is not the one in charge. Okay. You have to stop fucking with us. Please, for God's sakes. Guys have used me in the past before about sex. Okay, but again, if you send the wrong message, aka nude pics off the bat here, and making out in the car and all this fucking shit, that's going on in your life, listen, just be very truthful. That's it, man. I'm telling you, it drives us nuts. And again, maybe that's part of your game. Maybe that's what a lot of girls online do. They're just looking for the right guy. Maybe they don't want to go away at first, and maybe you're testing guys out. But you know what, man? Our dick is not some rat in a cage that you can just put, poison soap on and just, see if we're going to come out alive or not. Just fucking let us know right off the bat. Please, for God's sakes. It's funny, too. I even made a joke. I sent her a message. I didn't send her a message. I sent a message to her tit. It was pretty funny, I thought. I won't go into details, but, I might have made a Janet Jackson joke. But the point is, stop teasing us, okay? Jump with 2 feet, or don't jump at all. Jump with 2 tits, or keep them covered, okay? Stay classy. You're better than that. So I'm talking to this person online who may or may not be Spanish. Very simple. I wasn't sure. You never know. There's a very thin line between Italian, Spanish, Jewish, Portuguese. It's a whole, curly, wavy hair there. And, I said something, and I think I was trying to figure out, like, what was which here. And she says ciao is in Italian, ciao. Ciao is in Spanish, chao. I'm a Spanish person, lol. So in my head, I'm like, how much more of this shit do I got to put up with? So, she completely, again, kind of disappears on me, and I just assumed it was a scam. And, again, blue is my favorite color, but it shouldn't be for my balls. The point is, stop teasing me and other people out there. And this goes for any, listen, I'm sure there's, guys out there too that are, insecure in a weird marriage, and, I don't know, they're afraid to jump the fence or whatever, but, and they're, having fun with girls too, and they're fucking with them. And, so it works both ways. Don't worry. I'm, ladies, I'm on your side too. Don't worry, the good ones. And, stop wasting people's time. Okay. And, I tried calling her, and it says the person you're trying to reach, it doesn't have a voicemail. So I reminded her, initialize your voicemail, because, I'm a nice guy like that. But the point is, just be honest, okay? The theme today is honesty, okay? It's hard to do, folks, especially online. There's a lot of liars out there. I talked about the pictures before there. A lot of people doing a whole weird filter thing. And, sometimes when it's a natural picture. Maybe sometimes they put too much makeup on. Sometimes, it looks like a Van Gogh painting. The point is just, put a plain picture of yourself. That's all. I don't need anything fancy. I'm a simple guy. Like even this one girl I talked to, a very simple picture, fine. But just one picture, that's all. But then she says she's from Toronto, and I don't know, she's taking a picture of her dog in an Eiffel Tower. Is that a symbol for something? I don't know. But the point is, just be honest, okay? All I want is honesty. I think all we want is honesty. Will we ever get it? No. But can I keep dreaming? Sure. Why not? Ever talk to someone online and you just know they're angry? You just know they're frustrated with life, and they can't take a joke, and they have no idea, what the real sense of reality here is, And you're just trying to help them, and maybe, I don't know, a friend of them told them, hey, try the online thing and whatever. But you can tell they're still bitter from whatever the fuck happened to them. And, that's what happened to me with this one, woman I talked to. She seemed all right at first, but then, I don't know, she... Definitely something is going on with their life. My guess is it's work, and that's another thing too that comes up online, and why a lot of people do the online thing is because they, work a lot with their jobs, or, they get lost in that world, and, they just don't have time to, go out and find people on the lovely streets of Toronto. But, yeah, then they go online and, whatever. And I could tell she's talking about her work, and she's frustrated, and like she said something like every time I try to run away from politics, they pull me back in, and I go, okay, Pacino, because of course it's the famous line, the only really good part in Godfather 3, fuck, what a disaster. And, I mean, like if you ever buy the box set, watch the first two, and you can use the third one as a frisbee. And I just tell, look, you gotta tell your work, you need some space, blah blah blah, all this shit. I'm trying here. I'm no doctor. I already used a Dr. Phil reference before. What else is a famous doctor? Dr. Kevorkian? No, that's not a good example. House. There we go. See, House was good. The way they ended that show, though, that was fucking stupid. Oh, fire's on, on House. I get it. Okay, stupid. The point is, she said, not really looking for advice here, but thanks, I guess. I'm like, oh, geez, sorry. I'm just trying to help you. I mean, I'm sure, everyone else is listening to your life. But it's just that constant anger, but, I don't know. It's just weird, but then she said something like, but I'm very good at lawyering the shit out of a situation. The fuck does that mean? I mean, I don't know. I don't understand. I don't know. I don't get it. And then I'm just trying to make some jokes and shit. And at one point, she called me autistic, and I might be autistic. I mean, that's you know, she might have stuttered. She might have said artistic or whatever. But I don't know. I could be autistic though. You know, I tend to repeat myself a lot. I could be artistic though. Sometimes I repeat myself a lot. I might be artistic though. The point is, I just want to make sure that I'm not autistic. I might have to take a test, but at the same time, I'm just trying to help her out. That's all. You know. And then I don't know. Like I'm just like, what's your problem and what? And then she gets all defensive. She's like, you have a problem with a smart woman standing up to you. I mean, you called me autistic, so I don't know how smart can you be? And you said you're good at talking to people, but we all know that's bullshit. But that's your problem to manage, not mine. I have been nothing but polite. Okay. Honest and direct, but still polite. Okay. You, you notice how bitches always say, they're honest and direct, but then they say, they always say, listen, I'll admit sometimes I'm an asshole, but like I'm not gonna go, hey, listen, I think you're fucking stupid, but I'm just being honest, I mean, like people always try to pull that, but I don't know. And then she starts talking about bicycles, and I fucking hate bicycles. But the point is, just fucking stop being so angry, man. I don't know, get the coat hanger out of your cooch, and just fucking, just be a normal person. Just make sure that things are okay. And just like stop being such a fucking tight ass. I mean, holy shit, first of all, you don't even know me from a hole in the wall. I'm just trying to help you, I'm just trying to break some balls and shit. My God. But it's crazy on here. What can you do? There's nothing you can do, ladies and gentlemen. Okay, you just gotta take the good with the bad, and that's it. I forgot to mention that me and her, we didn't really get along. We didn't end up meeting, but I do wish her and her lawyering skills, all the best. And yeah. Didn't Epstein was a lawyer, right? For 6 months, didn't he fake that? Or he pretended to be a lawyer too, right? Yeah. Okay. My point is, ladies and gentlemen, you're gonna meet a lot of sociopaths online, and just just bear with them. They think they've been through a lot, but they haven't. But then sometimes you meet someone who just you have a good conversation with, or it starts off like that. You ask them how their day is, how are things, and you ask them like what their favorite movie is, and they say their favorite movie is Red Sonja. Now, ladies and gentlemen, that's a random one. I remember one time I was talking to one of my buddies at the bar, and I asked him what his favorite movie was, and he paused for a little bit, and he said Broken Arrow. I think this tops it. I mean, I read some. I mean, like she could have said Conan the Barbarian. She could have said the second one. She said Red Sonja. I mean, you know what? Maybe it's a woman power thing. I don't know. I'm just saying. Oh, geez, I even forgot her name. She went out with Flavor Flav for a while, right? Didn't she? And then before that, Stallone and I don't know. Eddie Murphy tried to hit on her in Beverly Hills Cop 2, and remember that scene? How long does it take to shave those legs? And then she leaves, and he's like, God damn, that's a big bitch. But the point is, I mean, it's a decent movie. It's just pretty random, right? I mean, what are you gonna do? But she says she's got a good sense of humor, which I'm assuming she has to at this point, right? But okay, I don't judge whatever, and But then simple things like she goes, "What kind of music do you listen to most? Like, what's your most like go-to genre?" You know, but then before that, she's like, okay, let's keep this going. You know, like she's on a time limit or something. I go, oh, great. You know, and I'm like, okay, well, rap and rock. You know, she's like, gonna need some clarity on that. Oh, great, because you are tired of answering questions, or you don't like talking about music, or you don't want to keep this going, or you're fucking crazy. I didn't say that. I was just thinking that, of course. God, did I want to say it? Anyways, but then yeah, of course it went downhill from there and blah blah blah. Yeah, you know, it's like what the fuck? I mean, like, see again, like a lot of people online, like they think because it's quick and easy to do that's how something is going to happen. Like it's going to happen that quick as well with someone. You know what I mean? So again, you gotta take your time with this shit. I mean, get to know someone. Don't rush them. And I would think that someone's favorite movie, Red Sonja, would absolutely have more patience. I mean, seriously, like it didn't get good reviews. They had to put Arnold in there just to kind of like get people to go to theaters. I mean, like what? Like, fucking crazy. Point is, you got to have more patience for this online thing. Give the person the benefit of the doubt and go from there. Red Sonja, really? I mean, like that. Fuck it. She had red in her eyes. I'll tell you that much. Anyways, so there's one person. I was, By the way, when I say people at this point, I really listen. I want to give people the benefit of the doubt, but I mean, let's be honest. I mean, you can see by these stories. I mean, listen, I'm no, God either, but whatever. Speaking of which, this one person, I don't know. I mean, I don't know. Let's just say she's not much of a talker, but her profile sounded nice. It says, I believe in positive impact and enjoying every moment of life. I want to lead a healthy life. Oh, you already lost me there. With people who share my outlook on love, trustworthiness, passion, loyalty, and respect. All right, cool. Cool. I mean, it sounds good to me, right? And then she had one picture, and it just shows like a sunset either going above the mountain or going down. I don't know, whatever. Because the restoration of reaffirmed the foundational truth that God, oh boy, does work in this world, we should hope, even when facing the most insurmountable odds. I can't read. It says Jeffrey R. Epstein. No, I'm just kidding. I'm kidding. Jeffrey R. Holland. Okay, I don't know who that is. Listen, I'm not going to lie to you guys. Okay, as soon as I hear the word God or see the word God, I am out. If I'm really religious, right? Listen, online dating is not for you. I'll just say that it's not. I mean, the odds of you meeting your future Jesus lover on some of these sites is pretty fucking rare. I mean, they have sites, for that, like Christian dating or something or whatever. And I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. The Shooting for the Cross, Opus. I don't know. I just made that last one up. The point is, yeah, I think you're probably better off on like sites specifically for, those people. And again, don't get me wrong. I believe in God too. I believe God he's up there. And I said he. Yes, he is a he. Trust me, because I've always said this. God is a guy because he invented farting. Okay, there's no fucking way a woman would invent farting. And two, he's laughing his ass off. Okay, because we're going through all this fucking shit. Like online dating, and he's just like, man, you guys are crazy. I assume he talks like this. I don't know why. It just, we assume God has like a deep voice. I mean, what if he sound like this? I don't know. You guys, you fucking internet geeks, trolls. Anyways, God, I got way too much time on my hands. The point is, it's just not for me. So, but it may be right for you. Who knows? I mean, do I eventually want to go out with a girl and for her to go on her knees for other reasons than praying? Absolutely. But some people just want something else. So, hey, I mean, I don't know until I find the right one on here. I'm gonna I'm gonna keep praying too. So, Toronto Maple Leafs Stanley Cup. Yeah, yeah. 1967. Fuck it. Yeah. So you ever talk to someone online and like, yeah, you talk to a few people online and, I mean, let's be honest. Sometimes you talk to a few people, you give out the number and, they message you, but you don't know which one is which. And that's what happened to me, and a lot of times you just don't know what to do. You have an idea who it could be because maybe the tone. But then sometimes you're just in a mood and you're like, who is this? And yeah, you gave me your number on a thing there. And yeah, some people play along. Like some people will give you the name, but a lot of people, they won't. And, they get offended right away. And guess what she did? She was pretty offended. And I tried to dance around it. But yeah, I mean, she didn't live in the city anyway, so I know it wasn't that big of a loss, but I'm just being honest. The point is, yeah, so you got to keep track of, people you give your number to, That's why I mean, sometimes it's good when they give you, like, you give them your number and then they give you their number right away, then you can text them and you know for sure it's them, right? Or you can match up the number later, but, yeah, hey, listen, listen, did I pray that, God would help me out on that one? No, I should have, but, what are you going to do, right? But sometimes you talk to a person and it's clear, like I don't mind smoking weed, I don't drink that much anymore. And I recently quit smoking cigarettes, which, I'm sure between this and online dating, I'm sure it won't bring me more stress. But yeah, if you can't have a good conversation, like you almost feel like when you're talking to the person, like they sound like a stoner, like, oh yeah, oh yeah, that's crazy, man, And on top of that, they have an accent, so you can't really understand what they're saying. So all I'll say is this, just go easy on, the marijuanas, a little bit. So I'm not saying, just stop or whatever, but just go a little easy. That's all, And then, sometimes sometimes, ladies and gentlemen, I have no idea if I talk to this person online, I don't know how this person got my number with, all these scams going on today. I mean, it could get a little crazy. It gets a little crazy, ladies and gentlemen. And, yeah, I got a number from a 978 area code, which I don't know what the fuck that is, somewhere in the States there. And the conversation went like this. It says, hello, how are you doing today? And I said, who is this? And just to fuck with them, I go, scam reported, just to see what happens, right? And then, WTF, they're like, what the fuck? It's like, are you kidding? And then they said, do you free this Sunday? Jack, I want to invite you for a cup of coffee. Now, I can interpret this in two very different ways. One, she might think my name is Jack, or she's thinking of, and then I just text her back. I said, you're still harassing me, huh? And she sends me one of those, remember like Puss in the Boots, or the cartoon Puss in Shrek there. Remember how he takes off his hat and he gets all teary-eyed and shit, like one of those emojis. And she goes, I'm Rika. This reeks of something. Do you remember me? And I go, I think you got the wrong number. Then she sends me a picture. Now, Rika, I mean, Rika. I'm assuming that's I don't even know what that was. I mean, it could be, African, Chinese, who fucks us. But she sends me a picture of, I'm assuming if, she could be Chinese, Korean, one of those. Um, I don't know. I didn't study that hard when I took geography in school. Uh, but I even text her, good looking picture, obviously. I mean, it helps with the scam, obviously. And I said, does this scam ever actually work? And I look up the area code, and it's Massachusetts. I think I said that right. Did I say it right, or I don't know? It's too many letters. Like how is it like these days? And then I even called the number, and it said, the person you tried to reach hasn't set up the voicemail, blah blah blah. And then I text her back saying, you have to set your voicemail for your scam to work. LOL. And I never heard anything back. So, ladies and gentlemen, what do we learn from this podcast? Try to be honest. Give people time, and if you're gonna scam somebody, I mean, try to make it believable. You know what I mean? So, you know, jacking off, whatever. The point is, this online dating thing is, it's not going to end. Let's be honest. Ever since, you know, fucking COVID, I mean, the scams have just, ramped it up a notch. They probably figure people are probably working at home now, and I mean, they're afraid to leave their houses now because they're going to get the COVID 2.0. And I mean, who knows what these fuckers are thinking? But, be aware what the fuck is going on out there. Especially in places in the States, they give out guns in banks, according to that Michael Moore movie. So, you got to watch your back here. So the point is, ladies and gentlemen, always be careful. And, just, I don't know. Fuck it. But this has been another thrilling episode of Computer Love, Part 34.